Hello everyone, welcome to Insane PTE and also welcome to this first talk. In this series, I will talk about PTE Fundamental. This series is designed for you to get insights of every aspect of the PTE academic test. Obviously, all this information about the test is available on Pearson website, and the information I will present here is not something that I invented, But the truth is, not everyone really understands what it is, what PTE is. And, most of the time, you don't have time to do the research about the thing you are studying or the thing you are exercising. You are so hurried to take the test, or you are so hurried to take the exercise, and by doing that you feel that you are improving, you are exercising, and you are improving your skill. So now I want you to pause the video a bit and ask yourself the question like this: did I actually spend some time search the Pearson website and read several articles that Pearson advertised on its website? And am I in a midst of what I am learning? I'm not sure what I am learning. I'm not sure what is the requirements of what I am learning. You should ask yourself some of the questions like that. And maybe if your question is, yes, there are some things that I am still unsure about the PTE, then this video is definitely shoot for you. And not just this video, as I mentioned earlier, I will do a series on PTE Fundamental, and this series is it's not something about tips or tricks or exercise or how to do something. For your information, I will do another series called how to do these read aloud tests, how to do these describe image, or how to get the PTE 30 in a real short of time. And that's really later, not on this series. I know that this series is simple, and to some of you it could not be interesting, but definitely I hope it will help to boost your score, because very simple. In order to do something, in order to get the top score in something, you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of this, and why I am doing this? You cannot go blindly. You cannot understanding the fundamental, and you will get the highest score. You will get the thing you are looking for. Just a few slow steps, or even sometimes just several steps back, it could help you go faster, right? So let's get started. This video is about what is PTE Academic test. Well, I know since the content of this episode, this video is quite general and fundamental, so I suppose this video will be best suitable for if you are someone completely new to the PTE test, and also the English test system in general, and this is the first time, so you are new to the PTEs and you want to learn something about the PTE test before you actually learn. Or second, if you did another English test before, like IELTS or TOEFL, and now you want to change to the PTE. Or some friends of yours advise that you should take the PTE test. Maybe for several reasons, you and your friend will go to the abroad college, and your friend advise you that, hey, you should take the PTE test, and you don't know what it is. So yeah, this video is designed for you. Maybe you are struggling with the current PTE test result. You do several tests and you still get the lower marks. You aim at, get the PTE 5th day, for example, but you take it 3 times or 5 times, but the point you get is still like 30 or 40, and yeah, you are struggling with that. Also, maybe you are the parent of the PTE test taker, and you just wonder, for example, what my son is doing. I want to know more. So yeah, this video is also for you. Anyways, in summary, if you current knowledge about the PTE is limited, then yeah, you should watch this video. So I talk about the purposes of the video, and also some things that you will learn, you will benefit from the video after you go on through this video. So the purpose of this video is to get you familiar with a very well-known English language test nowadays, which is the PTE. And also, I hope it will initially ease your stress about the PTEs, and you after this video you will learn that the PTEs is beneficial to you in many ways. It will help to save your time in searching the information you need, and also this video will serve as the guidance for you to search all the advanced information that you need. I hope after this video you will gain the fundamental knowledge about the PTE academic test. You can answer to your question like, why should I take the PTE test? Or some question like how, when, like that. Understanding how PTE test will benefit you, it is really difficult. And lastly, how to use your test results. I know you are taking the PTEs for some reason, right? So yeah, you will know how to use your test results. So first thing is, what is PTE Academic? Well, it's very simple, right? PTE test is an English language test for your non-native English speaker. This means for people who not speak English at their mother tongue. And also the test is provided by Pearson. So that is, I believe, something you have heard from your friend or from some initial search on the internet. It is provided by the Pearson, and it is the English language test. So let's go straight over to the Pearson website. I leave the website here so you can go by your own. This is the pearsonpte.com. And when you go there, the first page right on your AI is they define the PTE test is the English test for study, for work, and for visa purposes. It's also a measure, to prove your English skill. and it is kind of the fast and computer-based English test. So I will explain what is the computer-based English test. So yeah, that's it. And just in summary, the PTE test is an English language test. And yeah, that's it. I guess you already knows Aloud with the PTE test. So you can leave the audio now, and yeah, you already know the PTE. Well, I hope yes, in case you want to learn more, and definitely I believe you want to know more, not just some summarized texts shown here. So yeah, let's be patient and go with me. I will explain more. So let me break it down. What is the PTE? The first thing is the format of the PTE test. Like many other English language tests, it will take you in the 4 skills for speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Yes, this is very standard. The test system we are talking about is the academic. Unlike the IELTS, you can choose between the academic system or the general system. It depends on your purpose. But when we talk about the PTEs, we will talk about the PTE Academic, and this system is what you need to get the English certification. I know there's another, Pearson, they has another system also called the general, but that system is fine, or I'm not sure it is currently used nowadays. But for now, when we talk about PTE, you just remember that you will take the PTE Academic. And the test will take about 2 hours to complete in one single section only. So normally, I know a lot of people, they just do the test in 1.5 hour to 1 hour and 45 minutes only. Up to that, not really goes to 2 hours. Next, you will do all of the questions provided on computer. That's why they call this test is computer-based test. This means all of your input, all of your answer is directly input onto the computer. There are 20 different types of questions, and it is fallen within the four skills group here: speaking, writing, reading, and listening. It has 20 different small types of questions. For example, when we do the speaking test, we will have the read aloud, describe image, or answer short question, and several things like that. But for now, you don't need to remember all of these 20 different types. I will mention about in detail all the 20 different types in another videos, and how to do that as well. Each task can integrate multiple skills. What does this mean? When if you are familiar with these IELTS, right? Then when you do the speaking test, the examiners, they will give you the score for the speaking only. But in PTEs, it's different. For example, when you do the read aloud, they will give you the score on both the speaking and reading, because the point is you have the text on the screen and you read it and you speak it. So it means it will assess your speaking and reading skill also, and that's how they call intercorrect multiple skill. And you shall do the test in a predefined order. It means you have to do it in a predefined order. For example, I know in IELTS when you do the writing test, it has many sub questions for writing, and you can choose to do this one first and then you do that one later. But in PTE, you have to do in a predefined order. You only have the next button and the submit button. It means you submit your answer and you click the next button and it will lead you to the other question like that. You will receive a test result like the one I show in here. It will show you the score in each skill. For example, this one, C has 92 for listening, 67 for reading, and also it will show you an overall score. And the overall score and also some of the score in here, it will range from 10 to 19 points and with 1 point increment. I don't know what is the reason for 10 points, but when you get the result with 10 points, it means nothing. You fail and it's equal to 0. And also it means when you take the test and you do nothing, you will get 10 points. And 10 points is for nothing. The overall score shown here is, please remember, the overall score here is not the average of the 4 skills. For example, is it not you take the 82 plus 87 plus 90 plus 82 and divide by 4 and you get the overall score. It's not like that. The overall score is something Pearson will give you, and we don't know the mathematics behind that. It's just the number. And with the PTEs, the overall score and the individual score here is independent. Sometimes, when you get the PTE test, it depends on the requirements of this organization you are about to submit your test result to. Their requirement is different. Sometimes they require that your overall score will be higher than a standard value like 60. But sometimes the other organization, they will require different. They would require that each of these score here will be higher than a predefined value. For example, when you submit your PTE results to the Department of the Home Affairs in Australia for this migration purpose, they will require that each of the score here will be higher than 50. So it means that on those you have the overall score of, for example, 70, but there's one skill here is only 49 and their requirement is 50. So it means that your test had not satisfied their requirement. You have to do another test again. The last thing is the test result is valid within 2 years only. You should remember that your test results will be valid on the Pearson website in 2 years only. And most of the organizations or universities, they just require that you show them their results is valid within 2 years only. So please remember to check if you already take the PTE test and the date of the test is more than 2 years ago, then your test results is invalid. You have to do another test again. So we have a lot of English language testing system. And what makes PTE's test different? The first thing is, it is the computer-based test. Completely computer-based test, not traditional one. You do not give your answer on a paper, or you do not need to give your answer to the examiners. All of your inputs will be directly to the computer. You will be, when you go to the test room, you will be provided an erasable pen and also an erasable set of A4 size paper. But it's not used for submitting answer. Please remember that it's not used for submitting the answer. You have to submit your answer to the computer. It's also different. I know the top 4 test is also sometimes you have to input to the computer, but it's different to the PTE test. The examiners is the computer and the AI. The term AI is quite common nowadays. It is artificial intelligence. It's not the real humans. It will examine and provide you the result. The computer and AI will provide you the result. It is the other difference is flexibility and convenience in choosing the test dates and the location that suit your schedule. And I will tell you what does this mean. For example, today and like tomorrow or the next day, I want to take the PTE test. All I need to do is just go to the Pearson website and book the test. And tomorrow I will, or the next day I will go to the test center, and I will do the test and get the result right away. It takes about 2 hours to complete and 2 to 4 days to get the result. Normally, this is what is advertised on the Pearson website. They said that the results will be available from 2 to 4 days. But the truth is, you will get the test result within 1 hour after you finish the test. Normally it's just 1 hour. And sometimes, if you get the result more than 1 day or 2 days, and in that case, you should worry about the test results, because normally it has some problem with your test, and that's why it takes too long. Normally, you only need 1 hour or up to 2 hours to get the result. You will receive the digital test result by email notification. So they will send an email notification to you, and you will use the link on your email to directly go to the Pearson website. You log in and you can download the digital copy of your result. You don't need to get the hard copy. Unlike the IELTS, as I remember in the old day, when I finished the IELTS test, I have to wait, and then I go to the center and I take the hard copy of the result. It is not convenient. And by using the digital copies of your test result, you can send your test anywhere, anytime, and unlimited. You don't need to get your hard copy and then scan it and then send the scanned copy. It takes a lot of time and it's inconvenience. Well, who will next to take the PTE test? Consider the PTE test if you are one of the person below. For example, if you want to migrate to another country like Australia or New Zealand or Canada, or your purpose is for family reunions. You have one of your family members in Australia and you want to reunite with them, so the PTE test is required. And the other purpose is you want to studying abroad, you want to working abroad, you want to get a scholarship from some of the top universities in US, in UK. You want to be related to one of these professional entity, for example, where you want to migrate to this Australia, and in order to do that, you have to under the skill visa stream, and in order to do that, you have to prove your skill, and you have to register your skill to one of these recognized professional entity in Australia, and that entities will require you to submit your PTE test result. And that is the case. You need. We talk about which countries and organizations that accept the PTE. So nowadays, a lot of countries accept the PTE test result, like some English-speaking countries, of course, like Australia, UK, US, New Zealand, and other countries. I would say is half speaking country, half English-speaking country like Canada, India, Singapore, Hong Kong, or European countries. Some organizations also accept the PTE test result from, for example, the migration department in Australia, in New Zealand, and also in Canada. Some top universities around the world. I know nowadays a lot of top university in US already accept the PTE certification, like the Michigan University in US. This is one of the top universities. It's already accepted. This one is from someone who already well know this IELTS system or TOEFL system. It have the equivalent scorings. For example, if you already take the PTE test and your score is somewhere around 66 or 65, then if your score in IELTS is around 7.0, then it's equivalent to 66 or 65 in PTE. And also, for example, if you already take the TOEFL IBT test before and your test result is around 94, so it is equivalent to PTE Academic, around 64. So that's it. I hope I already present all the basics and all fundamental information about this PTE test. And as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, the purpose of the video of this video is also help you in finding the extra information that you need. For example, if you want to search the requirement, the PTE requirement for the visa type 491 in Australia, you can Google the terms like this, and it will show you the result. You can go to the Australia Home Department of Home Affairs. It will show you the requirement. For example, this requirement is for spouse visa. It means your partner visa, and it's required that your spouse or your partner have to have at least 30 point overall. This one they require the overall score. A total band score, it means the overall score. It's not required these individual scores. So please remember that before you take this PTE exam, you have to check the requirement from these organization you are intended to submit your result to. Is their requirement is a total band, or is the requirements from that organization is the each of the skill have to be higher than predefined values. That's you have to search, and sometimes people they don't search and they assume their requirements is the same as their friend, but actually it's not, and they spend a lot of time unnecessary to studies, and sometimes just they waste their time. So my advice is to carry out careful research before you actually learn PTE and actually take a test. And lastly, thank you for going with me till the end of this video. You are amazing, and I strongly believe that you have the courage and patience to learn the PTE and get the result you need and earn the thing you want. If you found the video is helpful, don't hesitate to give me a like. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button below. If you want to make a video about something, please leave me a comment on the below text box. So thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye.